The courtroom falls silent. 2 defendants are convicted of aggravated murder and child endangerment. A 4-year-old, 28 pounds, shows stark neglect. Forensics say she died hours before reaching the hospital.
My daughter is dead?
She's dead. Sierra, she was dead for hours before you called 911.
Speak for your daughter. Tell us what happened, Sierra.
He just
Speak
woke
for your
up.
daughter.
I'm speaking. When we woke up, he just said, did you smell something? That's all he said. It was boo that we had smelled.
When do you think she died?
I didn't know.
You think she died overnight?
No. I thought she was still breathing.
She wasn't breathing. She was dead for hours. You know how I understand? I know that. Sierra,
No, I don't.
I'm not a doctor. Who do you think determines how long this person's been dead?
I don't know. Doctors.
Yeah, doctors. But not just any doctor. The kind of doctor who specializes in examining the bodies of deceased people. Okay? So someone with a specialty in death investigation, a medical doctor, a forensic pathologist. Absolutely, without a doubt, she was dead when you called us. And for hours before that. What was going on in those hours before you called us?
She was in the bed. Deontay woke me up and said, babe. Because the night was good. She was breathing. If she wasn't
When was
breathing,
she breathing?
she was breathing. I had her in the tub. Because I had to wash her up.
When did you have her in the tub?
I had her in the tub after she boo-booed.
When was
I
that?
told her, she said, Mommy, can you lay me down? I'm sleepy. I'm tired.
In the interview room, the mother doesn't break. White light exposes an emotional void. The detective says, time of death is science, not opinion. Pressure clamps down. Evasion has nowhere left to hide.
When?
Sunday.
What time on Sunday?
I don't remember what time you just said. My daughter is
How
dead.
long before you called us did the bath happen?
The bath wasn't that long.
So she was already dead when you gave her a bath?
Oh, she wasn't dead. Anaya was alive, sitting up.
Well, that's
sitting
not
up. The day before.
that's not what Deontay tells us.
What is Deontay telling you?
Well, he tells us she's dead when you give her a bath.
She told you she was dead when you gave her a bath.
Did you guys decide together to bathe her after you knew she was dead? Whose
No,
idea
she
was
was
it?
up.
Whose idea was it to bathe her?
Both of us. It was both of
You
ours.
decided together to bathe her?
Yes.
Okay.
And she was responsive.
She wasn't responsive.
She was responsive. She wasn't talking. She was just saying, Mommy, I was sleepy.
Dead kids don't say that. You're young. Okay, you're overwhelmed. Tell me when you started feeling like this.
I feel like what?
Like overwhelmed.
I've been feeling overwhelmed. I'm a young mother.
Okay,
I try my best.
okay.
Deontay came along to try to help out. I was a single mother
Yeah.
before Deontay.
You don't have to do this anymore. You don't have to play a game with me.
I'm not.
You don't have to stick to this lie.
I'm not
You
sticking
can
to no lie.
Listen.
I'm not sticking to no lie.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm not. It's not. I'm not sticking to no lie.
When Deontay came along, did things change with you and Anaya?
I told him she started acting weird
After when?
because I was single for so long.
Okay.
I told him that.
How did he react to having to have a 4-year-old involved with him everywhere you guys went?
Deontay, I don't know if he took the initiative to be be there just to be with me or my daughter. And I did tell me before, I don't like noodles, but he never did nothing to harm her to say that.
She insists the child breathed, says she bathed her after feeling tired. Her boyfriend says otherwise. The timeline warns, once life is gone, cleanup is concealment, and each minute of delay deepens blame.
You knew she was dead when you called us.
No, I did not.
You did.
I
You
just
have
thought she
training in
wasn't.
early childhood education.
I just thought she wasn't responsive.
You have recent CPR training. We know.
I just thought she wasn't responsive. I didn't know my child was dead. I thought that it was something that the paramedics could do. I thought that it was something. No, hell no, I didn't think my daughter was dead. I just thought she wasn't responsive.
When was the last time you saw her responsive?
In the tub.
How many hours before you called us did you have her in the tub?
She wasn't in the tub for so long. She wasn't in the tub that long.
How many hours before you called us
It wasn't that long. She lay down for a little bit. Then I got her back up. And then I noticed she wasn't breathing. She just fell out.
You have one last opportunity, and I want you to understand, okay? You're not going home. You're being charged with this, okay? Your cooperation could go a long way. We're going to charge you regardless. So withholding information from me
I'm
is not going to stop me from
information.
charging you, okay? You have an opportunity here to be honest with me. I'm not judging you, okay? I want to understand what led to this. Help me understand.
I don't know. It could have been Deontay. And I'm not liking Deontay. I don't know.
Did that put you in a position where you felt resentful toward Anaya sometimes?
What you mean resentful?
I don't know. You said that.
You said it could have been Deontay.
Yeah. Anaya not liking him. What did that trigger?
He whooped my daughter before.
He what?
He whooped her before.
He whipped her. How did that make you feel?
Uncomfortable because I never whooped Anaya.
Okay. And when he whipped her, when was this? When did he whip her?
I was staying in Harborcrest.
When you were at Harborcrest?
The record tightens. Tempted by a promise of leniency, she shifts fault to him. Feeling trapped warps the tale, but the law is clear. Watching violence and doing nothing can still be a chain in a child's death.
What did he use to whip her?
He used the belt.
He used the belt. How old was she at the time?
4.
Did you feel comfortable telling him not to discipline her that way? Were you afraid he would leave if you told him to stop?
Yes, no. He told me he.
I think you're ready to tell me how this happened.
Speak for her, Sierra.
What do you mean speak?
Just explain to me how this happened, because we know what you didn't follow.
Anaya did fall. We heard a bump.
Okay. So he started whooping her when you guys were on Harborcrest. How long?
Yes.
Is he still whooping her now?
He'd get angry.
What does he do when he gets angry?
He just grabbed her and put her in the bed
When was that?
a couple of times.
When was the most recent time?
He did it at Harborcrest a couple of times.
Has he done it
The
since?
way he whipped my child, I didn't like it. I told him I didn't like it. He said to get her to act right, act better. Before I started dating Deontay, Anaya was a normal kid. Deontay came along. I just noticed a change in Anaya. She was acting weird. And the first time I let him whoop Anaya, he left some right here.
He left what?
It was a mark in the back of her. He left right there.
Yeah.
Sent her to her dad. Dad called 4 days later. Said something. My brother took the blame because he knew Mike probably would have flipped on Deontay. I told Deontay, you can't whoop my child no more. And he was like, that's just a discipline because she doesn't listen. He used to discipline her, putting her arms up. Something that I never did because I know Anaya started acting weird.
A chilling detail. The girl lifted off the floor, a belt striking under the banner of discipline. That is not parenting, but patterned abuse. Bruises speak, mapping a methodical theft of a small life.
I have a doll that we use to help with cases like these. I understand it's more of like an infant size than she is, but if I get it, can you show me what you're talking about? Okay. Do you know where it is, suppose? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take off her handcuffs so that when you bring it back in, she can show us. Okay. Listen, you relax, okay? I don't judge you. Okay. I need you to just relax. Are you okay?
My daughter's dead.
Okay. But I mean, you and I are working together right now. When did this happen where your brother, was it your twin brother?
No, it was my brother Eric.
Your brother who?
My brother Eric.
And he took the blame for injuries on Anaya? When was that?
This was a couple of months ago. He was in the store or whatever.
Yeah.
Naya has a little temper. She gets mad when she don't get her way.
Okay.
Naya wasn't acting right. And Deontay went home from the store and she knocked everything over.
Mm-hmm.
And he whooped her. And after he got done whooping her, I noticed it was a little mark on her.
Yeah.
And I told him to stop.
Okay.
Because he told me that would probably make her act right. Never once held the build up to Anaya. Never once put my hand on Anaya. And I noticed Anaya noticed a change. Because what I didn't do, he did do. But I felt like Deontay wasn't trying to be harmless. He was just telling me maybe she'll act right. Maybe she'll stop doing this. Did I feel afraid? Yes, I did. Because it's my daughter and I never once whooped her. And I know Anaya looked at me weird. Very weird, because I never whooped my daughter. Never disciplined her. I was always calling out. That's why mother. I just never disciplined her.
Were you in the store when Deontay whooped her?
He wasn't in the store. Waited till we got home.
Okay.
And I didn't like to speak to him. That made him mad.
Did you find it? Okay, you can bring it up. You'll be fine.
So we understand that Anaya is bigger than this, but you started to say something about
He whooped her.
putting her hands up?
Outside, the night is damp. Inside, control and neglect come into focus. No room for fog, assaults, stalled aid, and false accounts. Justice begins with truth, and truth is sealing every remaining exit.
Okay. So where...
Deontay brought it to my conclusion because I never did nothing with her.
Okay. And this... Okay, so the first whooping is which one?
Right here.
Okay. And where Where was
Her
Anaya?
back.
Sitting or standing when it
She was
happened?
standing.
Standing? Okay, go ahead.
She just had her arms and he was just whooping her. And he like this to get her to act right. And he had told her to go to the bed. She went to the bed.
Okay, was he holding her up off the ground while he was whooping her?
Yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't like he was holding her and she was on the ground. He was
No.
holding her up
Because she
so
was moving.
her feet weren't touching the ground. Okay. And he was whooping her with what?
A belt.
A belt. Okay.
His belt.
His own belt? Okay. And that was a couple months ago?
A couple of months ago.
Okay. And then which of your brothers took the blame for it?
Eric Johnson.
Eric? How old's Eric?
25.
Who did he tell that he did it?
He told her, Dad.
Is Mikhail or Michael, however it's pronounced, is he friends with Eric?
Used to hang, not so much, just a little bit.
What did you guys say to Eric to convince him to lie?
He didn't want to do it. He just didn't want Deontay to be in no trouble with my baby daddy. Because my baby daddy told me he didn't want him dude around my child.
Okay. So, did you guys have to make up that story after the dad, Michael, found the mark on Anaya?
Yeah. Michael, no, I never put my hands on my child. That's why I was weird towards him.
Is that when you started kind of limiting his visits in case Deontay whooped her again so he wouldn't see it?
Michael was always busy. He was always too busy.
Okay.
And when he did come, when he did get Anaya, he barely kept her for real.
So it sounds like you've struggled as a single mom without a lot of help from Michael. Is that right?
He had 2 kids. And when I was with Michael Teron Garrett, I would have Anaya and I would have his son Zay. Michael is a music artist. He would be out doing his music.
So you're not only taking care of your child with Michael, you're taking care of his child that he has with another woman?
Mm-hmm. And when Anaya was in my stomach, I watched Isaiah for him. Michael was very focused on his music. He never had time for Anaya, neither his son. I was always stuck with Anaya.
That's difficult.
And before I had Anaya, her dad was putting his hands on me while I was pregnant with her.
Where did you guys live then?
Going through a lot with my parents. We was at his friend's house.
Did you make a police report
Police report for what?
for when he put his hands on you when you were pregnant with Anaya?
First time I did. No, I didn't.
You did not?
No.
Okay, so there's no report of that. Okay. You started to say something about Deontay putting her arms up? What is that about?
I didn't discipline her at all. I just talked to Anaya.
She paints hardship, a single mom, touting arms up, wall holds, push-ups. Records show the bio dad sought custody. When facts confront the plea, complaints curdle into evidence stacked and closing in.
Deontay came to the conclusion to put her arms up like this. And I can see fear in her eyes that she hated it. And she looked at me like, Mommy, you never done this with me. That was a way that he told me to discipline her. And I felt like...
How long was she made to hold her arms up like that?
Until he told her to put them down.
All right, so can you stand up and show me what she was made to do? I'm not understanding fully. And where were her arms touching anything?
No.
She had to hold them up in the air?
Mhm.
Was she against the wall?
No.
Standing in the middle of the room?
Mhm.
And how did you know that her arms were getting tired?
She would do this.
Okay. Would her arms start to shake? You know how like when your muscles get
No,
tired?
she would just keep putting them down.
Okay, and what would happen to her when she put her arms down?
I give her leeway. I just tell him to put her in the bed.
What would he do when she put her arms down?
Maybe let her keep it up for a little bit more. She'll learn. I never started this. He also did a push-up position.
How long did they make her hold the push-up position?
Well, I didn't let him do it for long because I could tell her arms was getting tired.
How could you tell her arms were getting tired?
She was shaking.
And how recently was she made to go down in the push-up position?
Whenever he felt like she should.
It's March 12th. Did it happen this month, March
No.
of 2018? Did it happen in February of 2018?
No, I stopped it.
When did the arms up, putting her arms up as punishment, when was the last time she was made to do that?
Staying at Harbor Crest.
Staying at Harbor Crest? Okay, so you stayed there for 2 years, was it?
I was there for 2 years, and it was like,
But he's only been there since July, you tell us, so. When's the last time she was made to put her arms up as punishment?
I don't remember.
Don't
I just
remember?
know I stopped it because I know she didn't like it, and I felt like it wasn't going nowhere.
And when was the last time she was made to do a push-up or stay in the push-up position?
She
Was it more recently than you've told me? It's
It
March
wasn't
right
at this
now. Was it
apartment.
this month?
I was in March, and it was in February.
Okay. What discipline has she been made to do since you guys have moved to Cultural
I
Gardens?
stopped it.
All discipline?
I wasn't disciplined tonight.
Stopped all discipline?
Yes. I didn't like it.
Okay. So besides putting the arms up,
Arms raised until they shake isn't guidance, it's forced endurance. Muscles tremble, tears hit the floor. This is patterned child abuse, deliberate and sustained. The marks linger after the alibi fades.
Push-up position.
push-up position, striking her with the belt, what other forms of punishment were being used on Anaya?
That was it, because I wasn't doing nothing.
Okay. I need you to
I wasn't-
explain to me. Look, open your eyes.
I wasn't disciplining her.
Okay. It's not you.
I
Okay.
was disciplining my child.
Okay. Can you look at me?
I noticed it
Are
change.
you all right?
I noticed it change in my child when
Yeah.
you come around.
Okay. Sierra, can you look at me? I don't know why you're avoiding looking at me, but I want you to understand that right now we're working together on this, okay? You're helping me understand what happened to Anaya, okay?
Af-
Go ahead.
After Deontay whooped Anaya, he was whooping her really bad on her backside.
Okay.
First time he did it, she was really crying real bad, so that made me walk in the room and I told him to stop.
Mhm.
And I believe after that I let her dad see her or whatever. That's when her dad mentioned that. And I just trying to figure out what to say. My brother was like, you might as well just say I did it because he's going to come after Deontay. He just said, Eric was like, well, just tell Michael that I whooped her, so I did that. After that, I don't know what month it was, he whooped her again really bad. And it caused, I felt like she started prolonging not to walk after he whooped her.
What is
And I
what do you mean
noticed
by that?
she didn't want to walk.
Why?
as if
Where was
when-
her injury?
It was at Harbor Crest. And I
I mean,
noticed
on her body. Where was she whooped?
he whooped her again right here. They got the bottom part. And I noticed,
Okay, so this isn't anatomically correct doll, but if this was the waist and these were buttocks, is she getting whooped on her back or on her butt?
here and on the legs part.
Oh, so on her back, butt, and legs?
And the leg part. And toward the
Okay.
front.
And on her front as well?
Mm-hmm.
On her torso, arms, or legs?
This part, 'cause she was moving around.
Her legs? And what is she being struck with?
A belt.
A belt? Okay. So you were
In the
starting to
leg.
tell me about that. Tell me more about that.
After the whipping,
Mhm.
Anaya stopped walking.
When was that? When did she stop walking?
I don't know what happened in Harbor Crest, and I noticed a more change in her when Deontay would come around. She would, as if she was scared of him, because I had this conversation with her. It's like if she was afraid of him.
Welts travel from back to thigh, repackaged as making her behave. Forensics will answer with bruises and old scars. Every minute without aid adds another link of liability, neglect forged on cold tile.
And I was just trying to hide it. Because I like Deontay a lot. So I let it prolong. And I know I was wrong as a mother to let him with my child because I never did. Yeah. And I stopped walking. And I felt like she was walking. She can walk. She did it around me. When Deontay came around, it's like she was fake. Like she was dead. She was fake. Like as if she was scared of him. Okay. And he noticed, he said, when she's around you, she act different. She doesn't speak to him. She told me several times she didn't like noodles.
Okay. This mark on her leg here, like we see these burns, which we'll get to later, but do you know what caused this mark here? Because you're talking about being whooped on her legs, and I'm just wondering if this mark here was caused by one of those whoopings. Do you know? Have you seen marks like this on her after a whooping?
No, I never whooped Anaya.
But you're saying you saw Deontay whooping her,
yes,
and that it hit her in the legs and back and torso everywhere. Did you ever see marks? Did the belt cause injury?
I really just thought that came from the body wash.
Okay, but I mean, there obviously was visible injury at some point because you got a mark that you know about. Go ahead.
I'm trying to take up for my dude. I'm not gonna spill the beans.
Yeah, don't take up for your
He noticed Anaya started acting very weird. Mm-hmm. I let him whoop. She wasn't a bad child. She didn't. She didn't listen when Anaya didn't get her way. She did throw tantrums or whatever.
Yeah.
Deontay figured to get her act right to whoop her. So when he whooped her, I walked out the room, and the way she was screaming, it made me walk back in the room, and he stopped. And Anaya acted like she couldn't walk. So when he whooped her again, she walked or whatever. And then days after that, Anaya just started. I guess Anaya wasn't used to the whoopings or the discipline or whatever. Anaya just told me, I don't like noodles, mommy. I don't like noodles. I looked past it because she was the kid. I felt like Anaya prolonged. It happened to her first. I feel like she prolonged not to walk and to act different or towards us because of the discipline, the whooping. After that one belt thing, when he whooped her, it was marks left. We argued because I never left a bruise on my child. And I just felt like it was fear in Anaya. I felt like she was scared of Deontay is what I told him. I felt like my child was scared of him. So her being scared, when he came around, she prolonged not to speak to him. She just act different. Like the one day I had Anaya doing her homework. She's very smart. She was doing it when Deontay walked in. She just acted like she was retarded, like she didn't want to do it. As if she's just afraid to do stuff around Deontay.
Then the chilling detail, lifted by the ankles and shaken to make her walk. The child goes quiet with fear. Adults reach for excuses. Rain seals the windows while Justice opens a calendar of interviews.
Prolong it to the reason why she's acting like that. Week or two, did her like this and shook her and said maybe she'd start walking. I said,
this happened just recently?
Yes, about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I stood back. I tapped him. I'm like, baby, no. She can call the seizure. He said, baby, maybe she'll get back to walking. Maybe she'll get back to acting right. I said, no, baby, it's going to scare her more. And I could have stopped it as a mother, but I was just so busy listening to Deontay.
Okay.
My brothers noticed the change in the night, too. She started acting weird when Deontay came around. I didn't notice that. She was acting herself. And like I told him, I thought she was afraid of him.
So you just showed me how he picked her up by her feet, turned her upside down, and shook her.
He told me it will make it better.
It'll make what better?
I heard her walk right. I heard her start back to talking. Heard her
She
back.
wasn't walking or talking anymore?
After he whooped her, she prolonged not to walk. And I let it happen.
So, a couple weeks ago you saw him, you're right?
Say it again.
A couple weeks ago you saw him turn her upside down, okay,
It's in my new apartment.
in your new apartment. And you said that at that time she wasn't walking and talking.
She stopped walking when he started whooping her.
Okay.
I wasn't putting her arms up. I wasn't putting her in push-up position. I never whooped Anaya. And I felt like Anaya was looking at me like my mama never did this stuff. Maybe if I prolong to do this, he won't do nothing. And it didn't work. She still didn't walk. And I felt like she was afraid.
Did he make you discipline her to show him that you would discipline her, or how did that go?
What you mean?
Like, were you refusing to discipline your own daughter?
Only thing I did was put her in timeout, told her no.
Okay.
She admits letting it happen, believing him. Fear turns into an unseen accomplice. Here, silence in the face of abuse is still a crime. The exit narrows as a violent timeline clicks into place. For good.
I never believed in, I believe in discipline, but I never believed in discipline a child, if that makes sense.
Oh.
Never had to do that with Anaya. She wasn't a child at all. She would be a normal child. A lot of kids don't listen. I know my daughter started acting weird when he came around.
Okay.
When the whooping stuff start acting, when a child see a difference, they act weird.
Okay.
And he said the same thing. I could have stopped it.
You could have
Like I told him,
Yeah.
she would still be walking to this day.
Who'd
She
you
would
tell-
still be alive to this day.
Who'd you tell that to?
Him,
Who's him?
Beyonce.
You told him if you would
I
have
put
put
a
a
stop
stop
to
to
it,
it, she'd still be
I feel
alive.
like if I never put her in push-up position, I really felt like the belt whooping really did it.
Yeah.
It was a real whoop.
Yeah.
And she prolonged it. She wasn't used to getting disciplined by me. I never disciplined her.
Did you discipline her because Deontay told you to, or?
I just did it because he did it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell. I didn't know. I just did it because he did it. I watched him walk. And I said, don't do her like that. And I played her and placed her back on the bed.
Mhm.
Baby, she ain't gonna never start walking. I said, baby, she stopped walking when you started whooping her. Her father got pissed off when he saw the mark. I'm like, no, I know people see a difference because I never left a mark. I know people know something was going on. I always had my child around my people. It was a change when I started dating him. His discipline wasn't like my discipline. And it was my fault because I let him do it because that was my child. But I'm young, I'm dating. Making up lies because he's my dude.
I'm glad you're starting to understand what a bad decision that was, coming in here knowing you're telling me a lie. I need to understand. You said a couple weeks ago he started with the turning her upside down and shaking her, right?
And I knew it would lead to a seizure or whatever.
A brain injury.
I never disciplined Anaya. She was getting just everything that she wanted. And he felt like that could have been the reason why she don't speak to him, or she just do certain stuff that a kid would do that not listen sometimes, throw a tantrum, not want to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But he was the first person that she never spoke to, though.
Yeah.
Arms up, push-ups, face to the wall, a map of pain. From Harper Crest to the new apartment, the child shrank into silence. The law names it plainly. Patterned abuse and dangerous neglect no longer a private matter.
I knew my right hand to God. I knew it was a change when I dated him.
Yeah.
But I lied because I was dating Deontay. I like Deontay.
Sure.
So I took it. And I know it's a lot of mothers that take stuff. When people do stuff to their kids, they just lie and bypass it.
Sure.
Oh, he ain't do it. I'll let him do it. He looked at me crazy. Baby, she started walking. She stopped walking when he whooped her.
Yeah.
She looked at me. Mommy, you don't do this. And I don't. Her father, everybody knew it was something.
Yeah.
I hid it.
Were members of your family asking you, telling you to stop, or what were they saying to you?
I mean, I hang out with my twin brother Azza a lot.
Yeah. What did he say?
But he don't like noodles.
What did
He
he
was
say
cool
about
with him.
knives?
Bruise. He told Noodles, don't touch my kidneys. My brother Eric was ready to fight him.
Excuse me.
I knew it. Like I told him, I could have fucking, excuse me,
That's
I
okay.
could have fucking, I could, in my right hand of God, I could have stopped it, but I didn't. I was afraid. I'm not afraid of Deontay, but don't tell him I'm afraid, but
Yeah.
I got abused by my baby daddy, so I'm afraid of man.
Well, you love him. You're afraid to leave if you, right?
I was always scared of Deontay, and I let him do it. And my brother knew something was up.
Well, at least two of your brothers, right? Eric and your twin, Isaiah.
My daughter's dead because of him. She could have prolonged it because, he whooped me. Kids can kill themselves because of what's going on. You know what I mean? And Haya was so smart. I felt in my heart she prolonged to do this because of the discipline she was getting from him. Miss, I knew this was wrong. I knew the shaking was wrong.
Okay.
You did it about twice. I knew that was wrong. I knew it was wrong. I knew when we gave her a bath, when we placed her in the tub, hey, is she okay? Is she okay? And I would stand over her and I'd be like, Deontay, chill, just be chill. No, she faking. And I thought she was faking too, which I believe she was because she was scared.
This morning, Sunday, before you called us.
I felt like Anaya prolonged. Kids can kill themselves because of what they're going through at home is what I'm trying to say to you.
You think that she was so terrified that she put herself into a state that caused her death?
Yes.
You think she was that scared?
Yes, I know. Shaking could have caused it.
A chilling detail, lifted by the ankles and shaken to make her walk. The child feigned calm to survive. Adults reached for alibis. Outside, misting rain. Inside, cold lights the evidence aligns into a charging timeline.
She's little.
I need to understand.
Anaya stopped walking at Harper Crest after her whooping.
Yeah.
He whooped her very fucking hard, and I was scared for my own child's life.
Sure.
When I heard her cry, I came into the room and I said, baby, you need to chill. When I saw the mark on her, I knew her dad was going to say something. I still gave her to Mike. 4 days later, he called me, cussing me out. I'm in the truck with Noodles. I'm like, I knew he was going to do this. Baby, it's not a big mark. I felt like it wasn't a big mark either, but still, I didn't like the way he was whooping her, and I let him. He came to the conclusion, baby, put her arms up, put the position. I know she didn't like it. I knew she didn't like it, and I still let it go on. I'm afraid of men. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very afraid of men. I used to get abused when I was a kid, so I was always scared. But I don't like to show no fear of scaredness in front of people. Mm-hmm. My baby, I felt like she prolonged her death because of him, because of a whooping. And I swear to fucking God, God can come down here right now Because anybody know I did my job as a mother. He choked her once in Harbor Crest.
He choked her.
He choked her once in Harbor Crest.
Can you show me with the doll how he did that?
And I met him. My dumb ass. He just did like this. And he told her to act right. And I can see it in Naya's face. For a child not to really get whooped isn't something. It's very something new to them. Miss, I could have prevented from her death. I could have prevented my daughter's death. I could prevent it. I know, and you're prolonged to do this. I know she prolonged to do this because she was scared. I didn't think she was going to die. I knew as a mother she prolonged to do this because she was scared of Deontay. Told Deontay, I said, my daughter's afraid. I feel like Anaya did something. I don't know what she did, but I feel like she led it to this point. She didn't want herself to eat. She stopped walking because she was afraid. I knew it. She was normal with me. She was normal. You could see my face. I just pictured that night. It was normal. I got into a relationship with her. My daughter started acting weird.
When did she stop eating?
She was eating, but she was eating very, very slow.
When did her eating habits change from a normal, healthy eating habit to this?
I realized it. When we was in Harbor Crest.
Okay. Did you take her to the doctor then when you noticed the weight loss back on Harbor Crest?
No, because there was no concerns.
Welts from back to thigh aren't good behavior, they're evidence. Forensics read the bruises, old scars, and gaps in care. Every minute of delay adds a fresh link of guilt, neglect, concealment, and a staged story.
She was eating, but it's as if as if she's thinking in her head. Mm-hmm. Mommy let this man put his hands on me. My mama don't whip me. My mama don't do this. I'm gonna prolong to do something because I'm sick of it.
Like
I quit work.
Planned.
I don't work again. I quit my job. Stay home with my child.
When did you quit at Ready Set Go?
I quit about 3 weeks ago because I wasn't walking, and I knew if I kept on walking in the daycare, they would have looked at me like, "Why are you carrying a 4-year-old?" I carried her and get Ready Set Girl for 3 or 4 days. I said, Deontay, I can't keep doing this. I told Deontay, he said the baby would get better. Her walk prolonged. After that whooping, it prolonged. She prolonged not to walk.
She continued not walking, is what
not
you're
to
saying?
Walk.
Okay.
So I said, when I get my taxes, I'm going to pay my rent up so I can stay home with her. Because I didn't want her to be in nobody else's care but my care.
Okay.
I let this fucking happen. My daughter is dead right now. I let this happen. I couldn't prevent it, but I did. She was afraid. She always told me she didn't like noodles. She told my brother, I don't like noodles. Yeah, people gonna cuss me out. You should have listened to her, but I liked the Deontay and I just listened to him. She, best believe, she just started acting weird after a whooping. He did it twice. He shook her. He choked her on Harbor Crest. And he told her to act right.
So he's lifting her up by her neck off the ground?
Yes, he made her hold a chair.
He made her hold a chair. Can you show me how he made her hold the chair?
He made her hold a chair like this.
What kind of a chair are we talking about?
A chair in my house. A regular chair.
Is it a child-sized chair or a regular chair? Is it in those
pictures? It's an infant chair. It should be.
Okay.
And he told me to let her hold books. And I told him no. I felt like toward Beyonce, I was being soft on her.
You thought you were being soft on her?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you let him convince you that this is the kind of beating she needed? This is the only child's chair I see in the pictures.
It was this one.
He made that one?
Or
do you know which chair it is? Oh, there's another fold-out chair. Is it this chair or this chair?
It was her chair.
This one that's
chair.
under the princess
He
table?
made her hold it like a person who was in the living room.
Okay. We have
A folding chair, an empty tub, a hard throw against porcelain punishment rituals dressed as care. Guilt isn't only in hands. Silence speeds the dying. As truth closes the loop, every exit seals shut.
Did the chair ever hit her or fall on her?
No,
No.
no. You made her hold it.
Alright. Can you circle the chair in the photo? Just right in the margin or somewhere up here that this is the chair that she was made to hold as punishment or whatever in your own words. Can you write that for me?
I could have stopped it. I could have stopped it.
Listen.
I could have stopped it, but I didn't. I literally didn't know she was acting like this.
So you wrote here, my dude made child hold chair, and you're talking about
Deontay.
having made Anaya hold this chair. How long did he make her hold up for discipline? How long did he make her hold it up?
I made him stop after a while because
Did she
I
drop the
wasn't-
chair from exhaustion? Did it fall on
No.
her?
it wasn't a heavy chair, but still made her stop. I wasn't used to the discipline.
So we have her. I was just wondering if maybe the chair falling on her is what caused this injury.
No, this happened at Harbor Crest.
The eye injury
When
happened
he-
at Harbor Crest?
No, her holding up the chair.
Oh,
And when he
okay.
did place her in the tub, it wasn't gentle.
Right.
Every time he would do something, I'd just go in there and run. He'd be like, baby, she's okay, she's good, she's faking. And I'd be like, if she is faking, you can't do no harm or damage towards her. I hear a boom or two, and he'd just,
Was the tub empty when he was throwing her in it?
yeah, then he'd put the water. He'd just,
Okay.
baby, I'm not doing nothing, baby, I'm not doing nothing.
What were you showing me? What you? Show me that again. This is him picking
He
up
just-
Anaya.
He'd just place her in the tub, and I hear like a little bam or a boom, and I just walk in there, and I just look over him in fear, like this is nothing that I never done.
He's putting her in an empty tub, and you're saying not gently. Okay. Do you remember? I know you remember it. I know you haven't wanted to talk about it, but I think it's time. How her left eye got injured? Can you tell me about that?
Her left eye is swollen shut. A torn brow recounts a ritual of punishment. An empty tub, a hard drop like a throw. In a damp, chilly Cleveland apartment, night wind slips in. The child curls inward. Silence becomes a fragile shield.
I just thought he came off when he placed her in the tub and just put her down in the tub.
And that happened when?
I mean, every time he would grab her out the bed,
Oh, that was routinely
Place her-
how he carried her around the house? That's okay, don't worry about that.
place her down, and say, baby, I'm not harming her. And
Yeah.
I'll be like, I know you're not trying to. This will get her act right, basically.
Okay.
And after it prolonged for so long, I felt like Anaya was gonna prolong it for so long, because if she felt like she walked, it's gonna happen again.
So she was playing dead, you think, to avoid being hurt by?
Just playing like she was hurt,
Yeah.
because she wasn't used to the whoopings and the discipline. So she would prolong her to be hurt.
When did she stop talking?
It's not that she stopped talking, she would talk, but she wouldn't say a full conversation. She wouldn't talk unless you said something to her. As if she was just thinking. As if she was just sitting there thinking. To plan to not be here. And I knew
You
it.
think she wished herself dead because she was in so much pain and fear?
Yeah.
You do?
I knew it was good. The way she was acting.
Yeah.
I want to just be like, Deontay, just stop. It's not working. Just be normal. But I didn't say nothing. And I don't know why I didn't say nothing. I guess I just said nothing because I know Deontay was my dude. But I know people will look at me weird, like you're the mother.
Yeah.
I'm young. She's my first child.
Okay.
I could have stopped it.
You could have stopped it.
I could have stopped the whooping. I feel like
Could have brought her here. We could have got you some help.
I told him.
You could have been honest when Children and Family Services called you, right? What did
I
you
told
make
him.
up when they contacted you in May? What kind of stories were you making up?
I had no bruises on her.
She didn't have any bruises?
No.
Well,
That's the reason why the lady left.
Social services had stopped by. The fridge was full, but the wounds said otherwise. Cold water ran over her legs for 5-10 minutes as correction. Drizzle outside, freezing tile. Delayed aid turns indifference into a chain of guilt.
Okay. She had something on the right side of her head and ear, swollen with dried blood on it back in May. So there definitely was a mark.
That was when we went to the park.
Okay, well
She was
that's
running.
not what you said. That back in May.
Children from Service came out twice.
Besides May, what other time did they come out?
They came out recently because I felt like my baby daddy was mad that I placed a 5-year restraining order so he called 696 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came out, everything was good. She checked my refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I felt like they really came out is because the mark that Deontay had left. Because that's what Michael had mentioned.
Okay, so you're talking about a time that's more recent than May. I was originally talking about back in May of 2017.
Back in May, 696 was called because Anaya had a scratch in her head that I wasn't even aware of.
Okay.
And she had something right here in her head that came from when we was at the park and she fell. She had on sandals.
Okay. So you were showing me, right now we know that Anaya has a terrible bruised, swollen shut eye with a laceration right here on
I
the
know
brow.
these noodles with
So show me how that
her out of bed.
injury happened. Picked her up out of the bed by her foot.
either he would grab her like this
Okay.
or either he would do this.
What did she strike her head on when she got this
When
injury
he
here?
did it, when
Yeah.
he got her out the tub, I mean,
Yeah.
when he placed her in the tub,
Yeah.
I noticed I wasn't in a bathroom at the time, but I'd be
Okay.
on the couch and I just hear a boom. Or I see him carrying her out the room like this and he'd just place her real hard. He'd just place her real hard. I'm like, babe, you gotta be gentle. You gotta be gentle. I did notice something right here, but I didn't feel like it was gonna get big.
Okay.
But that was basically the routine that he would do. He would just grab her out the bed, or he'd do this, or if she's not really responding, he'd just do this, and I'd just be standing there, and I'd be like, babe, stop, because it can cause a seizure. Baby, maybe she'll start to walk, and maybe she'll start doing that. I said, I know Anaya's not gonna start to work walking because she doesn't like what's being done.
So you're saying that this injury that she has on her head right now is caused by him picking her up by the foot or arm and dropping her into the empty bathtub?
Just placing her in the bathtub.
Okay. And you said he doesn't do that gently. Would you be willing to show me with the doll how forcefully you think Anaya's head hit the tub when this injury happened? Don't hesitate to show me what.
Pressed, she changes her story, from checking together to only the boyfriend. The terrified child learns stillness to avoid blows. Forensics align bruises, old scars, and time gaps, the pattern of behavior coming sharply into focus.
What it really was like, how much force was being
When you do
used.
place her in the tub, it's just, you just place her in the tub like that. And every time I would come in to say something, I'm like, babe, just stop. Or when I place Anaya in the tub, I place Anaya like this, gentle.
Okay.
I felt like in noodle eyesight, I was being as if I be sweet to her, she's not gonna listen. And it was just acting so weird. After that whooping, it just seemed like everything changed. I feel like the 696 came out because of that.
Well, we're going to go over some history with Children and Family Services, okay? Because, yes, they've been out a couple times since Deontay's been in the picture, right? And have you ever been honest with them when they've been investigating about how the injuries have occurred?
When she came out to the door, she just said, Anaya's been hit like a man or whatever. And I said, no, she's not. Into my head, I knew my baby daddy called because we already had this talk about this right here. Because he had sent the picture to my phone.
Sure.
And immediately when we was in the car, my brother Eric was like, I just take the blame. And my dude, that's when he started apologizing to me. And I'm like, baby, you gotta be gentle with her. You gotta be gentle with her. I'm like, I don't whoop Anaya, and people know I don't whoop her with a belt, so it doesn't look suspicious. When my brother found out that Noodles did do it, he was ready to fight him, and I stopped him.
Which brother was ready to fight?
Eric.
Okay.
I also just said a few words to him.
Alright, so we have, before we go on, the marks on her legs, Sierra, I have a lot of experience. You know, I know they're not Johnson & Johnson. Are you ready to tell me what they are? You're doing good. You can tell me.
I just used Johnson. I don't know where it could have came from. I don't know if it could have came from her or not.
She got burned with something. Would you?
No,
are you going to be honest with me about?
She didn't get burned. Okay. I feel like it came from her not eating as much, and I don't know. She could have been stressing.
What did it look like before it was that open raw red wound?
I thought she had like an allergic reaction. I assume, I'm like, maybe it's something I washed her up with. I assume that.
Okay, so you're not ready to tell me about that.
I really don't know where the marks came from.
Okay.
Foot ulcers aren't body wash allergies. They're a matrix of abuse. Ankles hoisted, slammed onto porcelain, doused with cold water until numb. The injury map from Harbor Crest to Cultural Gardens traces a sharp escalation. Pause here. Part 2 is linked below in the description divided by comments pinned, or click next part to continue.